2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event. Rich, what kind of mojo do you think this player's got after winning in their last start?
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, come on, sit. Oh, that one had eyes for the flag the whole way.
And this player seems to not be too intimidated having Justin Thomas in their group today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
With that hole complete, this player is currently tied for top spot alongside Justin Rose. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
You like that, didn't you? Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly.
This for a birdie run.
Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Wow, they certainly got out of the right side of bed today.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
And as we take a look at the standings, this player is currently in first, with Justin Rose second. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this 4th hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Going with the 5-iron here. This one looks just a fraction too long to me. Oh, absolutely flushed. Well, good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. Oh, so close. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Ooh. 4 feet to the cup. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently in 4th place.
Come on, don't be shy.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back toward you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
That's nicely done. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up here from about 150 yards. Wow, that one was a fairway splitter.
They get a little ground draw here. Left yourself an opportunity. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Leading by a shot after that hole. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big-name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on. Because you can't go around either the North or the South course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well. Your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses are very challenging, but they're fair, and I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
Well, it's a bit disappointing. And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
That might be one club too many. And here we are with the third shot. Currently in the lead by a shot. Wow, take that. That's quality. And tapping it in for par. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Yeah, that was a safe play. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Bit too heavy-handed there. Oh, that's a clutch par. Currently at -3 for the round. The par 5 ninth is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Oh, that was pure. Justin Thomas, major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done. That is hunting for the hole. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these 2 players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Oh, that is crushed. From around 140 yards here. Quality shot, that one. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Yeah, the line was pretty good, but the length, that was loose. Sitting at 5 under for the day. Currently in top spot. And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup. This will be a good bogey.
He's currently sitting in first place. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Ouch, that hurts. And this one will be for bogey. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that's a beauty. Great shot from the bunker. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
If my eyes didn't see it, I wouldn't have believed it.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Our current leader is up by 3 shots. All right, Rich. The par 5 13th. So much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none. This one is all over it.
He's making this look easy, keeps surging ahead. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Woo, back there, horsey. Good shot there. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Second shot here on the 14th hole. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? And this putt will take them to 5 under. Ooh, right by the hole. Putting for a par here. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. It's right across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Whew. And how about the concentration to pull that shot off? Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. Well, it's a chance still to get up and down if they can hold a monster. And he needs this to save par. That putt went a bit long there. Might need to get the feel back on the putting green. 11 feet to the cup. That's frustrating. And this next putt is for triple bogey. Now leading by 1 shot.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Oh, almost went in. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Currently 2 under for the event.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
This putt to join those amongst the top 10 on the leaderboard. Just didn't drop. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
He sits in first position. And the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
Yeah, that one's looking good. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. Well, all that hard work, it's time to pay it off. Make this for the tournament. This one's looking good. Well, there you have it. There's your Farmers Insurance Open champion, and a great performance on a really tough track.
What a victory on this South golf course. This player winning the Farmers Insurance Open, surviving the South.
And Rich, credit where credit's due. I think you picked this victory.
Well, even a blind squirrel gets an acorn every once in a while. No, listen. This player's been there all season long. They're just one of these rare players that is seemingly in contention every time they peg it up.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Well, it looks like this player is aiming to beat Lexi Thompson, which very few people can boast. This should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Luke, Lexi's young but has been on tour for about 30-40 years, it seems. She's been playing forever. She doesn't lack in experience. She can do it all. Not to mention, you'll be looking at her back for most of the day because she'll outdrive you.
Yes, Lexi loves the long ball, and so do we. Good luck in this rivalry, because when Lexi gets on top, it's very hard to beat her. He's currently in a share of top spot. And as we head to the second tee, the first of the par fives, and as we talked about, you've got to get off to a great start at Pebble Beach.
Absolutely, a par 5 that almost every player should be able to reach into. Just avoid the bunkers right and left, and you're going to have a clean shot into a very narrow green.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. This shot from around 210 yards. Opting for the 5-wood. This one is right down the pipe. He's found the surface. Good chance here. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
Here's Lexi Thompson. Okay, time to return to the action. Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle. Oh, just missed. Just 3 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Time to see what this par 4 has in store. Yeah, that one will play. The ladies' game has been dominated by Koreans for such a long time, but America has been able to have this resurgence basically off the back of Lexi Thompson and the generation she's started to inspire.
Lexi Thompson is so fun to watch because she's got a very unique swing, and when you look at it, you kind of look back and you go, okay, that went a long way. Okay, that went right at the hole. And she's got such control over her golf ball. It's amazing. And the wins are going to continue to pile up for her year after year. I'm blown away by the fact that she is so aggressive on every single shot. There is no laying up in her game, and I love that. Now, that might cost her a few wins, but I tell you what, she's going to have a lot of wins because of that as well. I love the way she plays the game. It's exciting.
Sitting at 1 under the card. Currently tied for top spot. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Well played, mate. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
It was on a good line. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The fifth hole, Rich, the first of the par threes. Much to it?
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. A par 3 here is an excellent score.
Going with the hybrid.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Oh, what a super shot.
Tough bunker shot, no bother whatsoever for this player. They find the bottom of the cup.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. That was a gallant attempt. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. And after that hole, leading Justin Thomas by a stroke. The sixth hole here, Rich, at Pebble Beach, is a tale of two halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
One wheat bix too many, I think. Okay, steady now. Putting for par. Two great shots, but three bad putts. And after that hole, you're leading Justin Thomas by a shot. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. And he's safely on the green with that shot. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Ouch, that hurts. No, that's too bad. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Well, Rich, you think they're going to make this one?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
Ooh, right by the hole. And a quick glimpse of the leaderboard, and they're currently first, with Justin Thomas second. Well, after the beauty of the seventh, we go to the beast that is the eighth. Is there a tougher two-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway. No driver needed. But the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in two, and you've done well.
Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He's looking at a nice round number, 180 here.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Oh, Gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? 3 feet to go here to the hole. Putting for bogey here. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Pebble Beach has a terrific stretch of par 4 starting from the 8th right through to the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at the 9th.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
That'll hurt. 3 consecutive bogeys.
Wow, did this come out beautifully.
Let's return to live play now. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Oh, so close. An opportunity to make their par. Tied at the top, Rich, with the back 9 here left today.
Yeah, good spot, isn't it? I got to say, I'd rather be in the lead or tied for the lead than in the chasing pack. Gives you just a little margin of error should you have one, but I got to say, this player is awfully solid.
That's a high caliber shot. And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. He shares the lead. Now that's not ideal. Finding the trees. Right into the water on that one. Here we are, Rich. A wonderful opportunity on the table. The chance to go back-to-back. Just how big would that be?
Obviously massive, but I'm very impressed. They've put themselves in a position to win for the 2nd week in a row. Impressive.
Oh, stop it. What a shot. Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill. Bit of extra juice needed.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. That's frustrating. This putt coming up is for triple bogey. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
Yeah, she's down. She's behind. Her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Well, Rich, we start to head home, but first we've got to head up the hill on this short par 4 11th.
Thankfully, a breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
2 over for the day in a share of 10th position. Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. This putt for inside the top 5 on the leaderboard. And that will drop in for birdie. To the top 5 he goes. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The first of the back 9 par 3s is the 12th.
And this is a mean one. Not going to lie. It's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
Attaboy, good shot. Oh, this would be a good putt to make, and with it, a share of 3rd spot. It was on a good line. It's just about 3 feet away.
Nice little par putt here.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Rich, let's head to the 13th tee at Pebble Beach, shall we? And what's the decision off the tee?
Aim it right, just shy of those bunkers down the right-hand side, and you've got a mid-iron for your second shot back up the hill. Again, a green that pitches severely from back to front as well as right to left.
Great shot. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin.
Not a bad play, that one. Good chance to move to even par if they can make this putt. Just didn't drop. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Well hold. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Here's Lexi Thompson. This one's going right at the pin here. Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. As we head to the 14th, I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
Could roll into the rough on this one. Getting ready to play their third. Just one stroke back in this tournament. Nice recovery there.
Great touch.
Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Just a couple more inland holes before we head back to the ocean, Rich, the 15th.
Hitting it anywhere down the left-hand side off the tee will find one of those deep bunkers, so you need to avoid those. Hit it out to the right, which will leave a great second shot into this green. Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Even for the day. Currently tied for first place. Oh, well done. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that impressed me and her. Okay, let's get back to the action. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Oh, you know you want to.
Shame it didn't drop. And the putt drops, now even par, heading down the stretch.
Hang on to your hat, folks. We're on for a wild ride.
And with that hole, this player is currently tied for first with Brooke Henderson.
And Luke, this rivalry we've been talking about is really looking like it will be down to the wire. Can't wait to see who comes out on top at the end of the event.
That's a heavy lie this player has drawn.
Yes, this is like a big bowl of spinach salad. It's just gnarly in there. That dog will hunt.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
18-footer here is what he's facing.
That was a gallant attempt. A par putt on the table. Okay, Steady now. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. Let's head to 7. One of the most famous par 3s in all of golf. Rich.
Yes, just over 175 yards on the cart. It's a tale of two greens. When the pin is up front right, it's a birdie opportunity. Back left, find the green, make your 3, and sprint to the 18th tee box.
Well, Rich, this player's certainly making moves up the leaderboard, aren't they?
Absolutely nice push on this final round. Still needs to keep the foot on the gas, continue making birdies if they have any hope of winning.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, you've made it. What a play. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Well, Rich, as we find our way to the 18th tee, few holes in golf capture the imagination more than the finishing hole here at Pebble Beach.
So much history on this hole. Aim it at the trees right in the center and hope you don't get unlucky and get underneath one of them. From there, it's going to be a layup out to the right and just a short third shot. What a wonderful, wonderful finishing hole.
Playing this shot from around 220 yards here. He's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Sitting one back as well, Luke, showing their intentions.
And now to win the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Oh my, that would have won the event.
However, Luke, they need this one now to force it.
Oh, how about that, Rich? Do you want me to go fill up your cup? Looks like we're going to extra holes. Here we go, Rich. It's time for some playoff action.
Oh, everybody loves a playoff, Luke. I'm excited about this.
Well, let's begin this sudden death playoff for the championship.
Luke, I'm ready. Let's go.
This one heading towards the green. This putt to win the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Well, the old hammerhands putt. This truly is do or die. And the pressure builds. That forces this playoff to another hole. Onto the second hole of the sudden death playoff. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Not a good time for an errant approach. Missing the green in a playoff puts pressure on the short game. If you need any inspiration, Bob Tway once holed out of the bunker to win a major. It all comes down to this. Make it, and the playoff continues. Oh, just missed. Oh no, the putt fails to drop, and their hopes of winning have now been dashed.
Losing is never easy to take, and to have it happen that way by missing the putt, ooh, that stings.
Well, that'll put a smile on the dial, won't it, Rich? What an outstanding performance.
Closing it out on the second hole for this player. Congratulations.
Well, thank you, sports fans. Hope you enjoyed all the coverage of our playoff finale. And from myself and all the dedicated people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I am very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele? And a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you. Second shot on the second. Going with the pitching wedge here. And he's safely on the green. His putt is from 14 feet.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Ooh. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Currently 1 under for the round. The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Xander Schauffele setting up his next shot. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out one early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
Oh, so close. Putting for a par now.
These are on rails, looking good.
That gets the job done. He finds himself in a share of the lead. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. And tidy looking shot, that one. Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the 5th.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Oh, terrific. What an effort. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. Again, it's more position off the tee that's required here with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
Playing this shot from 120 yards. He leads the field by a stroke. This is looking pretty good in the air. That's a great shot into birdie range here at the 6th. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is their look at birdie.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's going to want to improve on that current 5th spot.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's sitting there in the rankings at 4th.
What a... Oh, my. How about that for a par?
Oh, this one out of a smelly spot on the golf course, but no bother for this player.
Okay, slow down now. That's enough. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
The old-fashioned hammer hands. That'll ruin any putter's stats. Leading by a shot after that hole. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. This one looks to be heading towards the green. That should set up another chance. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Oh, that's frustrating. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently in 4th place.
And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie. That's well played. Pin high. A birdie putt awaits. Ouch, that hurts. And that should secure the par on this one. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. The 10th at TPC Scottsdale is a short par 4, measuring just 428 yards from the tips. There's a huge bunker down the right side of this fairway, which suggests maybe less than driver is necessary off the tee. What you want to do is set up for a good angle of approach, though. There's a couple of pot bunkers to the short right of this green and a big one to the front left to be avoided. Ooh, right by the hole. An opportunity to make a par here. Still in the lead now after that hole. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4. Water becomes a real feature here in the final 9 holes at TPC Scottsdale. Here we are exposed to it at 11.
Second shot at 11 is very difficult. Water hugging the left-hand side. One in the back part of the green is no fun. Anything out to the right is just fine.
Let's get back to it, shall we? A 7-footer right here. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 4 under. And now that finds him in first place. The 12 for TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Well, this one's going right at the flag. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
Yes!
And look out, guys, this rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
Currently 5 under for the day. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
Oh, super putt that. What an eagle. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. Good sounding strike, that one.
Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. And back to the play, shall we? 12 feet to the cup coming up. That will drop, and it will extend the lead. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. Opting for the 3-wood. Not bad. This putt to get to 10 under par.
They're staring this down for eagle.
Wow, that's misjudged. Just didn't drop. A par putt awaits. And the putt drops now at 8 under, heading down the stretch.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
Wow, what a save.
Not a good lie. Fortunate to hit the pin and go in.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Our current leader is enjoying an 8-stroke advantage.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the Stadium Hole par 3 16th. It's just a short putt, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. Okay, steady now. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Well done. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Well, he's behind, just in second place, looking to leapfrog.
Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
Oh, that was a tasty little morsel, wasn't it?
Our leader is currently enjoying an 8-shot advantage.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
The penultimate hole at TPC Scottsdale's an absolute beauty. Do you go for it or lay up? A drive here that's just slightly pulled will find the hazard to the left. But if you're short right, a chance to get up and down for your birdie and really push for the title. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Absolutely massive and right down the fairway.
Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
And as we look at the scoreboard, they're currently in first with Harold Varner III in second. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
He is right on the 150-yard marker here.
Opting for the 9-iron. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
All right, not the end of the world. Well done to this player who was able to tame TPC Scottsdale and walk away with the WM Open victory.
And an impressive victory it was there, Luke, in front of 125,000 fans on this Sunday. That was impressive.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone, and they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.